hate puppies.
It's good podcast.
I feel threatened.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Inside the Pallet House. Actually, from inside the Pallet House. First time in a long time, that's for sure. It feels good to be back in here.
Yeah, see ugly mugs in 3D.
Yeah, you notice I got a haircut for this.
Yeah.
I'm looking sharp. I dig it.
Oh.
Yeah, I need to get back in there and do that haircut thing.
You do.
It's been...
Go see Bo. He'll take care of you.
I intentionally was thinking about doing it today, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to let it ride. I want everyone to see all my glory.
Yeah.
Like my full
goatee.
mug.
It's like you're evil, Brendan.
I feel like evil Brendan. I'm not kidding. I've been in a bad mood for a solid week, and I'm not exactly sure why. Like, everybody that I talk to, I'm like, you're an idiot. Like, in my head. It's all
Welcome to my world.
Yeah, I guess I am. I have, become healing in some respects.
Well, isn't that the vacation letdown? Like, you went to the river for a little while, had some fun, and then you come back and you're like, oh, I'm stuck in the same four walls again.
I did, when I first got back, I did wonder if it was like withdrawal. I was like, well, I'm not drinking, I'm not doing it. But then it was like, no, I do that every week.
Yeah.
I just don't like people all of a sudden. I think it's the anti-social media. Like, I've been on more social media lately, and social media actually makes me hate people.
Oh, yeah.
I've realized.
Me too.
For sure.
And there's nothing new on the feed. It's all the same stuff.
It's all the same idiots fighting with each other about the same points, using different memes to try to make somebody go.
They can be funny, though.
Sure, and I appreciate the funny memes, but it's like, I mean, do people really think, though, that they're going to send a meme and someone's going to go, I hadn't really thought of it that way.
Right.
I'm going to change my entire belief system. But instead, it's the same idiots chiming in. If you really believe that, you're a fucking moron. And it's like, oh, here we go again. These people are going to piss in their cornflakes for the next 6 hours.
Solid argument.
Right.
Yeah.
You may have me on that one.
I can't remember what it stood for, but the one meme that had the acronym for Karen, what it stood for.
Yeah, I don't know.
That was a pretty...
I did like that.
Yeah.
But today, we're going to try to get ourselves in a better mood. Because not only are we here, but we have a big challenge today. That's kind of exciting.
Yeah, buddy.
Everybody was excited about the whole nugget challenge, and
Me too. I could do it again right now.
Release the inner boy.
Yeah. I could go for some nuggets.
I could honestly.
Me too.
Like, I've gotten over it. It's been long enough that I'm like, ooh, nuggets sound all right. That sounds good.
I felt this way 2 days later, though.
I was going to say, I'm assuming Brendan hasn't touched. I would guess Brendan hasn't touched nuggets since then, and you have.
I have, for sure.
Same place? Same Burger King?
We didn't go to Burger King. Wendy's.
Wendy's.
No.
Were you there?
I went to Burger King and McDonald's since then. Yeah. Welcome back.
Stu doesn't change here, virtual, whatever it is. He still doesn't.
So whatever
have
you're
a clue.
picturing, it's the same.
Just Stu missing the point.
Yeah.
It's Wendy's.
Dead.
Yeah.
Terrence, you have a microphone if
Right.
you would like
I
to.
heard him say he was touched.
There's a peanut gallery over here.
Yeah, we do have.
Check 1, 2. Is this working?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Hey, guys.
We do have Terrence.
I
in
do
the
have a
house.
job here besides talking, so I'll get on that.
Bring the mic closer.
We've helped Terrence. He hasn't had a chance to go into his bar and work, so we brought him in today to pour beers.
He feels at home.
Every minute on the minute for Troy and Stu. Now, they are going to go at it. They're going to do a power hour during the podcast because they felt bad that they didn't get to participate in the Nugget Challenge, which, Stu, for the record, don't feel bad. That wasn't an enjoyable experience.
Most of the time it was. The last, 20, 10, it was miserable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I hear Stu and Troy are going to be tipping like they're at Penny Lane, right?
Yeah, buddy.
Oh.
They better be.
That's what I heard.
It's $1 a beer.
Yeah.
That's $60.
It's $1
Right.
a shot.
Venmo.
Yeah.
So
we will Venmo the bartender.
we're going to go ahead and set this thing up where they've got shots, and the beer of choice today for the power hour is Bud Light Platinum.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How did that get decided?
Well, I wanted to get them something that was a little stronger because, well, Troy's a full-blown alcoholic.
Yeah,
And
I
that's
was
been
thinking
discussed.
that this is like power hour for Stu, and this is an hour for Troy.
A slow hour
Yeah.
for Troy.
Right. When's that damn bell going to go off?
Why are you holding me back?
Right.
Like you guys with the Nuggets.
Tapping his foot.
Like, yeah.
And in true ITBH fashion, we poured these first shots about a few minutes ago, letting them warm up.
So
Yeah,
I do have a question. These are double shots. Is that how we're rolling?
Well,
I don't know.
Or are we doing it every 2 minutes?
a standard shot is really an ounce and a half.
Yeah, so that would be 3 if you
And so
times
we,
it by 2.
we took a shot glass from over here, filled it with water, dumped it in there, and it went to the very top. So
What?
I think just they're really thin and tall.
Oh,
Yes.
really? You're telling me that's a single shot?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
That-
At least it
that's-
was the same as that.
that same little
shot
green
glass over
shot
there.
glass. In the green shot
And
glass.
the green shot glass.
That's
Interesting.
the same.
Okay.
As
They may
those
be.
tall.
It may be a little large.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine. They're not Scotch glasses.
Right.
It's going to be hard to
Well, no.
literally just shoot 60.
Well,
Well,
no, by
shots
the
of
by the
beer.
ounce math, right?
Terrence, can we go ahead and just get this started because
Yeah, we do
we
need to
can
start
we
this.
can talk more about this as it begins. All right, right on the nose. All right, guys, Terrence, go ahead, start that stopwatch. Let's get these guys started. All right, you guys are officially on the clock.
We
Take
do
your shot.
food. They do beer, huh?
One.
Is that kind of what's going on?
That's exactly right. All right, the first shot is down, which is always the easiest.
Why
one.
did Stu did it with no hands? That was weird. Is that going to be the whole night?
Show off.
I know. Yeah, jeez.
That was warm.
Fucking lick the rim and shit.
Stu's like, where are the balls on this shot? That's
right. Excuse me. Exactly.
The whole thing went
Less
away.
fuzzy than I'm used to.
I don't know why. I just like to twist at the top. This is just
It
how-
cleans the edge.
It's just how I take shots.
Right.
Sorry for listening, Mom.
Oh,
Don't-
yeah.
Stu, you don't listen.
Do a little counterclockwise thing at the top to
She
make
already
it, you
knows.
know.
Stu got his tongue pierced for this.
So much better. So much better.
Yeah.
Keep them coming. Oh.
All right, I'm already in a better
In
mood.
the
This is-
Navy.
this is
Code
going
pink.
well.
Code pink.
This is going well.
Yeah, for
all right.
sure. We're 2 in.
2 in.
I like it.
Terrence is going to be busy. 'cause
Terrence
that
is gonna be
stupid
busy
timer
'cause
keeps
by the
Yeah.
time
He's gonna be the one sweating.
This is good though. Terrence feels like he's at home. He's doing his thing. I dig it.
I have never done a power hour, believe it or not.
Well, this
Wow.
is exciting.
Yeah.
Did you have any drinks going into this?
No, I did not. I did not.
Stu, any drinks going into this?
No, I sipped on a little water and some.
No priming the pump, huh?
Yeah, I primed to pump pretty hard the other night, 2 nights ago.
Mm.
Not last night.
When we were in
Irrelevant.
college and we did power hour, we didn't have the patience to pour a shot and watch a clock. So it's
Right.
like a beer every 10 minutes, a beer every 12 minutes. Just drink it, you know?
Right.
So this is the first time I've actually taken shots the whole time.
So the whole thing, like 5 beers an hour, go.
Yes.
Well, and that so
Or
this-
beer every 12
I
minutes.
went Bud
Yeah.
Light Platinum because it is a 6% beer. So I thought this would at least get Troy where we
Yeah.
need to go.
It add for some more funny.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
hoping.
right.
I mean, God knows we could use it. So the other thing is Ely, I would like, and Terrence, I think you get in on this too, but I think Ely, really, you and I need to grade them on this. Now, here's how the scoring is going to work.
Okay.
Arbitrary.
Totally.
Literally, make it up as you go.
Right.
If you see something that you thought was funny, point.
Okay.
That's literally how I want to score this. At the end of the day, we will
Right now,
tally up the score.
Right now, Ely and Brendan are in the lead with those awesome shots in the first minute. It's Stu and his ability to do it with no hands. I mean, that was awesome.
So far, yeah, I think we're winning the power hour, Ely. That's not bad.
Maybe
Nice.
I'm just nursing my beer. This is exactly how it should be
I'm
done.
curious if you just try it for effect.
I'm not,
Try what for effect?
No hands.
Oh, now he's interested.
Yeah, exactly.
Ailey's bald head.
I
There
think
you go.
I think you should do it. Just
So wait a
get in
minute.
there.
We're grading. What are we
burping.
grading?
Literally, if you think that there's something worth,
But is there any relevance to our score?
there's going to be a winner. No, if you want to give 20 points for something,
If you
Okay.
want to
do
give
it.
1,000 points or negative 250.
Yeah.
So we're doing this like it's like pardon the interruption or like what's the around the horn
Yeah,
where they just
around the
arbitrary
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, okay. I hate that show.
Where's your little where's your little joystick?
Yeah, I hate that because it's totally arbitrary.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Ding, 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 ding. Like what?
But I don't know how else to do it. I mean,
I didn't know. I mean, did they get a stuffed animal if they get more points? Like, what are we doing?
it's just bragging rights.
Whose
Oh.
line is it anyway?
Okay.
That's the show that just.
Oh,
the guy would
yeah.
just make headlines
Ah,
at the end.
yes.
Oh
I'll go ahead and I'll keep a tally over here. If you have something, if you want to give 20 points to someone,
Okay.
In
Cool.
fact, I'll
Now, you
write
could
them
add-
down.
Can I deduct points? Because I feel like
Yes,
being a negative
yes.
person, that's kind of how I'll roll.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And by the way,
I'll give you
I would
like 50
assume
points.
the
Yeah.
winner, with the person with the most points, isn't necessarily the winner.
Yeah, I feel like the winner is the one that's doing the best at the end, right?
We'll decide at the end.
Oh, so we decide the entire win.
Everything.
Nice.
I haven't told him if it's lowest points win, highest points
Yeah.
win. So far, I've seen nothing point worthy. That's
Yep.
what's upsetting to me.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah.
we're only like 5 in.
Well, you
I
guys
feel like
are doing great.
Stu's no hands might be worth some points.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
If I actually see, let's see if Stu can really.
And the wink at the
That's
end
right. Yeah.
makes it personal.
Right.
I don't know if I can pull it off.
Right.
You can do it. You can do it.
It makes for a great pod when you can't see it.
Exactly.
I tried to record the damn Nugget one, and then Zoom was like, "Yeah, you've exceeded your bandwidth. You owe me a bunch of money." I was like, "Then we're not. I don't want the recording."
Right.
Like,
No thanks.
Maybe if somebody puked, might have bucked up.
Exactly.
oh, yeah, it's worth $15 if somebody booted. But the two of us walked away like a little bloated.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What is it when you?
that was a lot of salt.
What did you say
It
the
was.
guys? What do the guys call it in the food? Like
Reversal of fortune.
reversal. That's exactly what it is.
New drink.
Want to avoid.
Dude, those minutes tick off awfully fast.
All right.
Yes.
Troy gets 10 points.
Oh, okay.
He's facing his like a grown up, and Stu is pursing his lips and drinking it like a vagina.
10 points.
Yeah.
10 points for Troy. And this is how the scoring shall work for the
Okay.
rest of
Makes
the
sense.
evening. It makes perfect sense. I want to
I like
have no rhyme or reason.
Just
Just
track of the
I got
empty
you.
beer bottles. Okay, cool.
There we go.
We're on beer 3 already.
He's pouring.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's in.
Oh, that's
Wow.
not. This
Jeez.
is, our math is
Is
way
the
off.
show almost over?
I only bought.
Well, we're not 3 each
I know. Yeah, yeah.
because we're splitting the beer.
That would have been a doozy.
That would have been.
Zoinks.
Yeah, you both get 10 for that one.
Have you guys ever done anything?
Can we give
longer?
Terrence points?
Ooh.
Terrence can get points. Sure.
Okay, give him 20.
All right.
Yeah. I
Well, then
feel like
Terrence
he's doing way better than these guys.
should Terrence be able to give points?
No.
Nope. He's out.
Yeah.
Stu,
He's gone.
minus 5 points for bringing that up.
Maybe Terrence is the tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Yeah, Terrence will be the tiebreaker. Something tells me though we're gonna figure this out. I mean, right now you're up by 15 points, and you've only been awarded 10.
Yeah.
Right. Is any part of you feeling like this is going too slow for you?
Yeah. It's
Little bit?
It's hard to stay. I want to engage with the conversation, but I'm also want to keep my focus on the timer too.
But I
so
feel
it's
like
kinda
Terrence is awesome enough where you can just talk and then reach.
Definitely.
He's Terrence.
You know what I mean?
Terrence
I
to get
get
more points. He's doing
Yeah.
great, but
I mean, you guys are hearing the bell over there, right?
Weird. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
So it's working out.
it's like
This is going
by
great.
the
So
time
maybe-
by the time I get a coherent thought, I have to take a shot.
Yeah, I know.
Well, then you should do a power hour every time. You're supposed to be the producer, the computer guy.
Yeah, we're not.
All
we're,
that.
we're not doing all that right now.
When's coherent thoughts ever prevented you from chiming in?
Never been Stu's
Look.
speed bump.
If you were
What?
if
How
you're-
was your trip? Let's talk about that. Are we going there?
Where'd
yet?
you go?
Up to the Shenandoah.
Oh, nice.
Went up there, got a little cabin.
Okay.
That was
Stabbing.
Oh,
yes.
Nice.
Yes.
Who's the lucky lady?
Yes.
winner?
His name was Roy.
They have
Yeah.
escorts up there.
Exactly.
He was awesome.
Yeah.
I did have a guy roll up on me while we were there, and he like,
Oh, damn.
You ain't from around here, are you?
You ain't from these parts.
Yeah.
You don't get.
You squeal like a pig, boy.
That's
Yeah.
kind of how it went.
Okay. Figured.
No, he showed up and he was like, "Hey," he's like, "Do you know who owns that land over there?" And it was like, "Our
You
plot of
totally
land."
should have made something up. Yeah. Old Man Winter down the street.
Yeah.
Not that right. The next one, he'll be up there about 200 yards.
See the pickup truck with the shotgun rack in the back?
Yeah.
Now go up to his front door, and I mean pound hard.
Yeah, he's
Right.
hard of
He's-
hearing. He really got to get into it.
Exactly.
That's
Yeah.
the I own it. I'll take a deposit now.
Now, he was,
Right.
He was like, I've been catching like shad all morning and minnows, and like I'm ready to go. I got about 100 bloodworms. Like I'm gonna do some fishing and some camping.
Yeah.
And I was like, nah, I can't have you camping there. I was like, I'm using it tonight. It's like, and I just rented this place, so. And then like so I sent him on his way. The next day I found him, and it was like him and his 2 little girls and his wife. Like Here, I thought this was going to be like some meth-fueled fishing
yeah.
adventure.
You were way off.
I was like, I should have let that dude just camp. But he found a pretty good spot.
Nice.
But it was cool, except that it poured down rain the whole night before. And the river, when I got there, was about 3 feet tall. I was like, this is perfect. Like, we're going to get to go tubing. Kids can go swimming.
Yeah.
Next day, it was over 7 feet up.
What?
Oh, shit.
Rushing by. I was like, well, damn.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, kids, stay out of the water.
Yeah,
Like,
don't
this
even
isn't-
go near it.
There goes the dog.
Yeah, that is one way to lose somebody on
This
a river.
is going to be a fast tubing trip.
And the kids were crying. The kids were all upset. They're like, why can't we go swimming? And I was like, because you don't, like, the water was clear yesterday.
Yeah.
Now it's mud, and it's flying by, and it's literally twice as tall. Like,
Yeah.
I can't have you go out there. That's just not safe. They don't get it.
Yeah.
But we did go tubing one time. Like, I waited till the last day after the river had come down a little bit, and I was like, all right, we're going to try tubing. You guys put on life vests. We'll get the tubes going. I had a rope set out, like, in the water, so when we got to our spot, I could grab the rope and pull us all in and then
sweet.
get them up. So, like, I had this set up. It had taken me, like, 2 days to MacGyver this whole
was gonna
setup
say.
just so I could do it.
It's a lot of work.
We go walk in the tubes way up to this boat landing, get in there, freezing. I mean,
Yeah.
freezing
Oh,
water.
I'm sure.
Rainwater.
So I got 3 women just furious that their butts are so cold, and I'm like, this is what you do.
Yeah.
As soon as we get out,
Welcome to the outdoors, girls.
Suck it up.
as soon as we got out there, it just started raining,
Yeah.
and it just rained the whole time. And then we got out, the rain stopped, and
Was
I
it
was like,
cold rain?
Everything was cold.
Because it's a tubing trip in the rain's kind of awesome.
It is, but it wasn't
Yeah.
what they expected. You know,
Right.
I felt bad because that was their first tubing trip. They're like, I don't get it, and like the whole time they're complaining. Like
This is fun, right?
Yeah.
the 3 women are complaining. I keep doing like the put my head back and look up at the
Yeah.
sky thing, even though it's raining. Like, this is the best, right? They're like, this sucks, Dad.
Did you girls eat your edibles?
Yeah. You guys ate those brownies 45 minutes ago. Right? This should be fun.
Nothing?
Speaking of edibles,
Like, don't. Okay, go ahead. What do you got?
Something cool, apparently.
my dad picked up some the other day. Not edibles, just picked up some and made his own butter.
In Colorado?
No,
Wow.
Tried to help you.
Yeah. Don't want to say that.
Washington State?
yeah, he picked it up, made some, and he's like, just FYI, it's underneath the chicken nuggets in the freezer so the kids don't get to it.
Dude,
Yeah, that's the
Why-
best
yeah,
hiding place
kids
ever.
will never go
Yeah.
near
Under
that.
the dino nuggets.
Yeah, exactly.
The fuck?
Next to the long popsicles.
Why? Yeah, and I'm like, Dad, why are my girls sleeping all day?
Yeah.
What'd you
All right,
butter
timer
those pancakes
update.
with?
4th beer is opened.
Ooh.
And 10 points for Troy.
Yep.
Oh, fair enough. I'll take it. 10 points for Troy. Troy is killing still.
Why?
Three in a row. Stu has grabbed the shot glass first. Troy's then, and then grabbed it and put it down about 5 seconds before Stu puts it back.
Yeah, see, Stu's doing
He's
that.
laughing at it.
I'll tell you
Whoa.
what. Also,
he's challenging
minus
himself.
5 points for incriminating his father.
Yeah, exactly. Brilliant.
Because that's not cool, dude. Who
Oh,
does
why
Why
that?
would you
would be
put your
there.
dad on blast like
I
that?
know.
You can throw the towel in after the hour.
No, he wants everybody to know. Come on over and enjoy some dope.
Okay.
Sweet Jesus.
Cool. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to butter your bread.
All right. 5 points for Stu's dad. Minus 5 for Stu doing it again.
So there's a chance Stu's dad could come in second?
I mean, I'm just saying, Stu's dad seems cool. He was like, come on over. He invited everyone over.
Stu's a narc.
Yeah.
Stu's son sounds like Stu's dad's son
Right.
sounds like a dick.
For sure.
Dude,
God.
this is going
Did I
very
ever tell you the
strangely.
time about my dad murdered that prostitute? Like, wait, what?
What?
We were talking
Cool.
about Brendan's vacation. Like,
I know.
let's go back to your family vacation.
Yeah.
There's
Sorry.
Floating in the rain.
It was a squirrel moment.
Yeah, it happened.
Yeah, I mean, outside of that,
Mostly to you.
trip was good. Oh,
Place was
Stu-
cool.
Yeah, place was awesome.
Nice.
I really dug the place. And then Stu had borrowed the 4Runner a few months ago when you had your car issues.
Right.
And
We fixed it.
we fixed some of it. I also put another $1,000 into it before the trip. New water pump.
Oh,
Wow.
you took that
like
to the fishing trip?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah. And so I'm driving through a monsoon, and you had already warned me that
floorboards.
when you're driving, it fills with rain. When it's stationary, it doesn't leak at all. But when
It's like throw everything bouncing up off the
it doesn't have the proper
like
gauge
gutters
in the
and-
windows.
Yeah.
So like water just streams in. And so I drove up there and I was like, you know what? I don't know what Stu's talking about. And the next morning I go out there and I pull all the stuff that was in like the front seat down in the bottom there in the well. And it was all soaked. And I was like, son of a bitch. So I'm like taking a towel, like trying to get it out.
Dabbing it.
What I didn't know was the entire back seat was like an aquarium.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
And so I was fighting for like an hour with a towel, taking an ounce out at a time.
Yeah.
But you drove up in the rain, right?
Yes.
Yeah. It's got to do something with like the whole, because when it's sitting still, it doesn't really leak.
Stu not paying attention, -5.
No, but you didn't let me finish, but go for it.
Hey, you want to go for 10?
Tell me.
I can do this all day, buddy.
That's right.
Shit.
Yeah.
It's got to be something with twisting the frame. I don't know.
Could be.
I'm just saying. That's where I was going with it.
Odds are good. I'm with you. I'm totally with you, Stu. I don't care what they say. You're laying down some knowledge. You should start a blog.
P.S.
I'd subscribe.
Brendan. P.S.
Yes.
I heard from Pat, and he's on board with the whole thing.
Oh, with the second podcast. We will officially be a network. It is called the Stu Pat Show
Yeah.
Yeah.
because
I can't
both
wait
of
for
them,
this.
Both of them are together. They're Stu Pat.
Yeah.
It's actually going to be a good show.
It's going to be awesome.
That is awesome. That might be the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
That's the whole premise. Ely nailed it in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's literally the Stu Pat Show.
I'm in, though.
For conspiracy theorists to gather.
Yeah. Right. Can we do video with you guys having aluminum foil? Can we please? I will contribute to the show in
With
any way possible if you can wear foil
behind
hats.
them.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, like one of Zoolander's dioramas. It's super- yeah.
Oh, I'm in.
We're coming to you live from the edge of the flat Earth.
Right. We found it. Like Woody Harrelson in 2012.
Oh my god. They are just. It's just so funny to look over. Every time I look over, they're pounding a shot.
I know.
This
So what
is-
else is new in the world?
I'm-
Rogan's and Spotify.
Oh my
That's-
god.
that's
I don't
awesome.
know how,
How
I feel
crazy
about
is that?
I don't know how I feel
I
about
love
that.
it. I love that he's giving the old no lube to the giant Seattle
I have
fuckers.
so
Real
many-
serious question, though. Has he eliminated any of his listeners by changing up the platform?
Yes.
Of course. You
Yeah.
don't care.
How big of a section is that?
Very
We're about
small.
to find out.
Yeah.
There's a lot TBD. This is actually a topic I had on the list because it's something I want to talk about because I think this is the biggest news in podcasting ever.
Yeah.
I mean, arguably. It was like the launch of podcasts by Apple and then this.
Yeah.
I mean, this is ultimately it. You know, podcasts in general have always been free form. Anyone can get them. There always have been some behind paywalls. There's some that are free. But as far as the distribution network, it's always been any way you can get it. iTunes, Google.
The closest thing would be Stern going to XM back in the day.
Yeah, but Stern's been so vehemently against podcasts because he thinks it's just for idiots who sit in a garage. He's not wrong.
Yeah.
But this is.
Yeah, but he
big.
went to XM with the whole premise of now I can do and say whatever I want, but I don't think it ended up working out that way for him.
Well, he turned into a big pussy.
Exactly.
So his timing was bad. Like Stern in like the 90s would have been amazing
Oh, yeah.
to be left to his own devices. And then by the
Minus 10 for Stu.
what'd he do?
He just drank he's like way behind,
He's
isn't
getting
he?
ahead.
Oh, plus 10 for Stu.
Plus 10 for Stu.
Can you do that?
Taking some initiative. Troy, don't question the fucking scoring. We are
I-
giving points.
I can't take the shot until he pours it.
Stu arguing -5.
Right.
If it was a race, I'd be way out in front. I thought we had to do this every minute on the minute. That was the whole point.
We are.
This
Yeah.
No, we're not.
This is
We're
going to
not.
go
See,
great.
I was dealing with nuggets. I wanted to eat them faster.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah. I get you, man.
So, Stu, you didn't just take a shot then because it was already done.
Yeah.
Correct.
I feel like it's -5 for both of them for not working out the rules ahead of time.
The rules
Fair
are
enough.
doing it when the timer goes off.
That wasn't communicated to Stu, apparently.
There's a okay. That's all right. Okay, that's 2 shots. You can take 2 points.
No, do it
2,000
whenever.
points
Do
off.
it. Do it however you want
No,
to.
Stu, be glad. You actually got your first positive score.
And you Cut it in half.
Yeah.
Immediately.
You've got a -5, a -5, a -5, a -5, a +10, a -5, and a -5.
All right, I won't do that anymore.
That nets out to
All right, I'm
minus
No, keep
20.
keep doing it however you want.
Yeah.
Keep doing it however you want.
I
'Cause it's
thought
the- it's
Stu
the
just
same
had a
number.
solid
Yeah.
the same
minute and
number.
45-second rant to go on, so we just wanted to knock that out early.
Yeah.
as we just
Exactly.
go.
I just love it that Troy's already starting to get fired up angry. My goal at the end of this is to have one fired up Troy, and I think we're on our way.
I know a way to stop him. Go ahead and drink it whenever you want. Go for it.
Yeah.
I don't mind.
I like it. But so this whole
Rogan Spotify thing.
this is the most interesting development in podcasts ever for starters.
I feel like that's going to make Spotify morph into something that we don't know yet.
Yes.
So Spotify's been going down that road. So Spotify bought Gimlet Media.
Like, do we see them as becoming a YouTube?
Spotify
Rival?
is the first person to actually invest more than the bare minimum into podcasts, if you think about it.
Yeah.
Like, everyone else has just put out an app, and all that app does is access an RSS feed, put the shows up, and then people can listen to them, fast forward, do whatever. But that's
Which is really super sound for those that don't know.
Yeah.
that's the extent of it. I mean, that's literally it. It's just a player, and everyone's got the same player. Whereas Spotify's been like, maybe we should start investing in our player, try to do something different. So
They bought the Ringer too, didn't they?
they did.
Yeah.
They bought the Ringer.
What's-
They bought Gimlet Media, which Gimlet has like 10, 12 different shows, all of
Yeah.
which do very well.
But do you see them getting into the video space? Because I feel like I just feel like that could be a market for them.
Well, Joe Rogan's not going to get rid of his video.
Yeah, they're going to Spotify as of next year.
As
No,
of
but he said he was still
September.
keeping it on YouTube, the clips.
Until next year, and then they're all going.
And then he's taking it all from
Here's the
YouTube.
question. I don't have Spotify. Do all you guys have Spotify?
Yes.
And do you use it? And do you like
all
it
the time.
Here's-
I use it all of the time.
all the time?
Yeah.
Do you
Here's-
listen
It's
to
free.
podcasts
It's free,
for it?
right?
No.
No.
Yes. Well, Spotify has a paid and a free version.
Yeah, I have the.
Will you be able to do Rogan free?
That's a great question.
Yes.
Oh, you
Yes,
will.
You will.
He has said that it will still be free because what Spotify has done is they sell their own advertising. So
Oh, okay.
Any podcast, our podcast is on Spotify.
Yeah.
So our podcast can be listened to on Spotify, and at a natural break, they can just put an ad in.
Right.
That's their right. That's what you agree to by giving them your ad. They're going to
That's genius for
or
them.
your podcast. They're going to dynamically insert. So now what they're able to do is actually dynamically insert in all of these.
Yeah.
But the problem is you need a boatload of people to listen to it.
Yeah.
Well, they just got it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, for sure.
because
All right. So here's the question: how much does YouTube and Google care?
So who's
they
the next?
don't
so
care
who's
because
the next?
they don't know yet, right? They don't know.
I don't know that that's true.
No, like I don't think they understand the value
Well,
of
that's-
podcasts yet.
But that's what I was going to ask: is who's the next Joe Rogan for YouTube? And
But that's my point. Was like, are they like, cool? We're just going to end up selling Play School Play-Doh because that's all our kids watching is way up. We don't give a fuck about the
Yeah.
loss of Rogan. We're just going to start selling more Play-Doh.
demographics.
They've lost one little tiny
Right.
stream of millions and billions of streams that
Yeah,
come in.
exactly.
But won't this be
All
the
day
first time you see, if that's how Spotify works, won't this be the first time that, like, you might hear a Coca-Cola ad as Rogan's going off about a freaking conspiracy theorist or something?
We
Yeah.
may, I mean, we don't know because
Yeah,
we don't know what's in the contract because there's been a lot of articles that are saying that it's legitimately him doing everything the same exact way, and they're just licensing it. So
Well, that's what worries
he's going
me.
to pick his own advertisers, all of that.
I'm sure he has some level of control where he
Yeah.
can say, you're not going to dynamically insert in mine. We don't know this.
Yeah,
None of
yeah,
us have
yeah.
read it. But he could stipulate, you can't dynamically insert. I'm still going to maintain
Because
control.
he's been anti-ad during the podcast his
Yeah.
entire
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
He's like,
And
you paid me $100 million.
And
So
Spotify's the only one that doesn't have political ads.
Right.
for now, you see, this is the slippery slope.
I
Yeah.
don't think Joe Rogan will let him.
Joe Rogan has lost some of his power.
But it's in his. It's probably in his contract
sure.
that he would make sure. There's
Joe
no
Rogan
political.
just signed $100 million, and that's what I'm saying. He has the right to do that. He could
And
have
we
done
have
that.
talked
But
about this offline, but I don't know that he has lost. I mean, I get what you're saying in the fact that they ultimately own the switch and can flip it if they want to.
they
But
can turn off the spigot of money.
but why would they ever do that?
I don't think they
There's no-
will. I trust, and maybe I'm ignorant, but I trust that Joe Rogan is doing the right thing because I truly believe he's a good dude,
Right.
who gets it, and he's
And he
really
wasn't hurting for money anyway.
Right.
Yeah,
No.
but the guy that owns Spotify, I'm sure Joe and him had a direct conversation. But he may be, to Brendan's point, giving up money in the short run, but for the long haul, I think it's going to.
He changed. Spotify's going to make more than Joe Rogan.
I
Yeah.
know that. I'm saying. I'm
because
just saying.
I'm-
His initial listeners will be lower than what he had, but in the long haul, it'll.
But so I'm a guy who listens to all of my podcasts through the Google podcast app. That's what
I'm the same.
So
with
do I,
Apple.
and that could end up changing now.
because now
Right.
I'm not going to want to have to go between different apps.
Yeah.
So if I can get all of my shows on Spotify, and that's the only way I can get Joe Rogan, at some point, naturally, I'm going to become just more accustomed to using the Spotify app
Well, and
for podcasts.
You bring up a great point in that other podcasters are going to be flocking to Spotify now to be there.
Yes, because that's the
Right.
which- good
Like,
news, everybody.
The Ferrises of the world are going to be like this.
We're there.
Yeah.
But they have spent somewhere north of $400 million over the course of the last year buying up talent that now you can't get other places. I've already seen my Gimlet shows go away.
So is Spotify, for people like me who aren't on it, I used to use Pandora and I still use it from time to time. Is that kind of like the same thing?
So
Originally.
it does that,
But
it also is. Think of iTunes, where you can look any song up you want on
and
the
play it.
Yes.
So, I do that on YouTube now. So I should just get Spotify and
Yeah.
do
So,
that on
but then,
Spotify.
so you look up songs, and then Spotify will create lists like Pandora does automatically for you.
The only thing that Pandora doesn't do that Spotify does, which I learned,
is look up individual songs.
yes, but you can share your playlist, or
Yes.
maybe you can share your playlist from Spotify. Hey, this is what I like, and share it to somebody directly. Where on,
Which I love
Pandora,
that.
you can't.
I had a
Yeah.
buddy.
share that.
I had a buddy make a coronavirus playlist and shared it with everybody. And now everybody, when they're like, "Oh, I found a song I like," they're adding it to it. Well, this is the first time this past weekend was the first time I'd heard that playlist in 2 months. From when
Yeah.
it was a totally different playlist. It was really
Nice.
cool seeing all the input. that
oh, so you
people
can like
Yeah.
interact with each other.
Absolutely.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I need to get on the Spotify thing.
And I pay like
See, it's already
15
happening.
I think I pay like $15 a month, and it gives me like 5 family accounts.
so you have all the dope stuff.
Oh yeah. So then like Angela can have her own account that doesn't have my playlists, and then I could invite and give one to my mom or to Jake, to whoever.
Nice.
You know what I mean?
And everybody under 30
Do you have Sirius XM?
uses Spotify.
No.
So is it like it's the Netflix of, or
Yeah, but see, to my point, don't you feel like they ultimately need to be getting into video? I mean,
Yeah, but I think the way their player is set up, I read something that was they were going to make the player have the ability to do video or just the audio portion. So I think they're going to
but I
be
mean, taking
competing.
podcasts aside, there's a market there. Everyone on the planet is dying for someone aside from YouTube, and this move
Yeah.
kind of cracks that door.
The door's been cracked. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah,
don't,
why hadn't someone made another YouTube?
Because
well, everyone uploads to YouTube.
antitrust. Yeah, Google eats them up too.
Yeah,
As soon as
everyone
they get close
uploads.
to it.
Yeah.
Like, it's where you
Oh,
upload.
you got a small up and coming business that does videos? We'll take
Gobble gobble.
you. Yeah,
here's 340 or 3 million, 40 million, whatever. We'll buy it right now.
Exactly.
And they
And
got
while
the money
you're
to do it.
small.
And
Right.
you're like, oh, this is the end all be all.
We
made
and
it.
you just lost out on all your royalties.
So Spotify knew they weren't going to compete in that front, so they're competing on the podcast front, and I think they've made a pretty deft move. I mean, this is.
But do you see them? I keep going back. Do you see them competing on that front in the next 10 years?
If they do, it won't be where you're just uploading videos
Why?
of like. I just don't think that's the direction they're going. I think they're probably trying to look for real creators.
But do you see that if you were Spotify and you and I worked there, that's like the biggest market?
No, I think they think that podcasting is the bigger market right now.
Then videos?
For what they can crack into and capture market share.
Right now, yeah, right this second. But like if you're planning where Spotify is going to go in 20 years.
I listen to more things on podcasts than I do on YouTube.
So can
Oh,
I,
really?
Can I
Yeah.
bring up a small point?
By the way, have they
before
reached out to us yet? Spotify? They reached out to Rogan. I assume we're like,
Well, we're already there. I
Yeah.
already gave up.
Exactly.
oh, okay.
So
okay.
can I just bring
$5
up,
whole dollars.
How many millions
That was
of
our
dollars?
contract.
It
Contract.
literally, you know what? The
Sign
day
here.
that our server Libsyn had a feed to Spotify, I signed up, no questions asked.
Yeah.
I was like, yep. And that's the day that we stopped playing music at the beginning of our episode. So
Oh,
if you
yeah.
go back, that's the day we got on Spotify
Yeah.
and I went back and edited songs out of like the 20 prior so that people wouldn't think we were some new.
Can we play our opening song on Spotify since we have license for that?
That's ours.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah.
What were you going to say, Stu? All right. Yeah. Face that.
But don't forget TikTok, like videos. TikTok.
Yeah.
I was just getting ready to say. So
Good
listen,
point.
listen to this.
That's where that's
This
the
is
future.
yeah, that's piggybacking on what I was going to say. Is my 13 and 15-year-old, they watch hours and hours of TikTok, but an individual slice of whatever they're watching is no longer than 20 to 30 seconds, so they're not holding their attention.
That's fucking horrible.
Yeah, but isn't that
Brilliant.
it's brilliant. But
I
as
know
far
that-
as like
I know
our
TikTok.
children's attention span when they're 30,
Right,
Yeah.
Ely, that's
Horrible.
that would be the death of a podcast. The people that are listening to all this stuff right now, when they get older and they want to hear something, if it doesn't hold their attention right away and can't get them to a point where they have to listen to something for, I mean,
I don't know that that's true because that's what people
but-
said about the news models.
I know, but even among us right here, some of us, myself included, have said it's 18 minutes. I'm like, I can't get to the whole thing just yet. Or I can't.
But the flip side of that
just
coin,
saying,
though,
they
the
did
flip
that
side of that
yesterday.
coin, though, is that Rogan is so popular because
he's long
people
form.
have these long form discussions. The view that
for the age of under 20.
no, just in general, I totally agree with you as far as the age goes. But the view that older people, which is a much larger demographic than children, want to see, for the past 20 years, it was. We want to be on the news, and this guy's going to talk for 2 minutes because people don't want to pay attention that long, and that they're finding out that that's not the case. That's how people are following stories like Harry Potter, stories, super long things, and long form podcasts.
Yeah, look, the reality is we have a short attention span for crap.
Yes,
We want to watch something that's funny in 15 seconds and move on. But if you're into something, you're willing to give it all damn day.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we will literally binge a show for a weekend.
Right.
And
Absolutely.
I mean, like, you're door dashing the food to your house. You're going about your business. You don't give a shit.
yeah,
But I do think on some level, there is are they arguing?
yeah. I like this.
They're arguing over shots.
Can we get an input from Terence as to how far we are in beers?
Terrence, what is going on over there? Can we get an update? Because they're arguing.
We're having a discussion.
We're having a weird discussion. over
Crazy
here.
Cotton.
This crazy guy.
All right, let Terrence speak.
Terrence, what were they arguing about over there?
It was not an argument. It was just a.
It's a confusion because
5
Wait,
points
math is
deducted from
involved now.
Terrence. It was an argument.
Minus.
we
I
need
didn't throw anyone out.
we need the abacus.
so
Yeah, exactly.
we're
I never thought I'd see the.
we're 30
Yeah.
minutes into this power hour.
We've confirmed
and
the shot glasses are big.
We're 30 minutes into this power
Which
hour,
would
and we've
be-
already
Would be 6 beers.
8 beers.
No,
Or no, 2 of
that's-
those?
This would be. This is 8. No, that's 9.
I hope
Wow.
Terrence knows.
So here's
Terrence.
what's
Terrence
here's-
just popped beer 8, right?
no. I
Beer
will,
9.
I will
We've
tell you-
already each had 4 beers.
You're going for an hour. We'll
Yeah.
get other beers.
No, this is
Yeah,
This
don't try to
is,
shock your way out of it. I warned you about the shot glasses.
Brendan. This is exactly what I was talking about. It's not an ounce. It's an ounce and a half. So it's not
I
5.
don't keep
like,
pouring them full.
If you do
Yeah,
an
I
ounce
hear you.
powerhouse,
Yeah,
so the
fill
math is
them
a little
up.
bit full.
Fill
so
them
it's
up.
fine. No, yeah. Keep it up. We're going to this.
I'm going to do some math and see what's going on here. Bear with me, folks.
Uh-oh. There's a lot going on over here. That's
Yeah.
for sure. Are you guys are halfway through a power hour. Do you notice any effects?
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Burping.
Yeah. I'm very gassy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm glad I went with the Bud Light Platinum as opposed to like
And I
some
definitely could
ridiculous-
tell I've had
How
some
many minutes
alcohol.
in? Sorry.
30 minutes.
Okay.
So the problem
30,
is
yeah.
when you shoot a beer, you're swallowing all the carbonation, and you just want to. It just wants to come right back. It's not like shooting.
I don't know if that's a problem. I feel like burps are awesome. Ask Booger.
He would know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
No,
That guy was
but
the
back
king,
to
man.
back to TikTok, like it's the new hotness. But wasn't there Vine, which was basically like TikTok,
But
and that-
too short.
Yeah,
It was 7 seconds. You can't even get up a sweat.
yeah, but still,
Yeah.
it's still the
No,
same
not even
thing.
chipmunk
Yeah.
on the branch. Nothing.
you won't find a TikTok without music in the background.
I
Yeah,
don't
and
know.
then
I'm not a
it's-
child.
And that one song is the
It's-
most popular one.
I'm not sure what that is,
Clocks.
but
Oh,
yeah.
oh, Jacob loves it.
But it started out as musically, and then
I've
Somebody
never
bought it.
actually I've never even downloaded the app.
Me either.
And I feel
Hey,
like I'm
teenage,
Oh, me
teenage
either.
girl at home.
You're
when
more
your
of a
girls get
grinder,
little
dude.
older,
yeah.
they'll be all over it.
Oh
nonstop.
yeah,
Brendan, you
But
download.
it's funny when they know all
my
the
kids have done
songs.
TikToks.
The songs that they know. it's
tread
funny.
lightly, Stu. I have the scorecard.
I know. I'm just saying, if you download TikTok, the FBI's gonna be all over you.
Can you tell me what is different about it other than it's just short clips videos?
Everything's set to music. There's a background, and they're Like you won't watch a TikTok video.
So you're telling me
that
the
doesn't have
difference
music.
is that there's music.
It's like the shortest MTV video you've ever seen.
And they do challenges.
MTV
they do
videos.
dance challenges.
Oh,
Does
but
it
are
have
artists
to have-
making them? You're saying?
No, it's just people.
So it's a
Random
YouTube
people.
with video.
Does it have
with
to have
YouTube with
music?
audio in the background?
Does it have to have music, or does it just mostly have music?
It's like 50.
It doesn't have to.
It doesn't
No,
have
because
to.
I've seen
I've
some
seen
that don't.
skits.
I've
I
seen
thought
plenty.
so,
Yeah,
too.
me too.
Yeah.
I've
The
seen plenty.
ones that have exploded, like per TikTok, that people save.
But that's because the
based on my
TikTok
girls, they're
dance
like,
challenge blew up so
Yeah.
fast.
oh, okay.
I love that Stu has to shut up to take his shot.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
I
Like I
know.
make a point and he goes, okay.
It's awesome.
So this whole podcast should just be Pavlov.
Yeah.
The bell goes, we go.
Yeah, you guys just turn your head.
Yeah. Next time we're going to do this in gerbil things where it hangs. You
Stu,
gotta
I'm
use your
giving
tongue.
you-
That's right. Yeah.
Stu, I just gave you 5 points. That was your
For
best.
knowing Pavlov.
Yeah, it was his best joke. It was his best joke. So, all right, here is my concern with the Joe Rogan thing, though. I do think, and I know Troy and I agree with this, and I know, Ely, you don't necessarily, but I do think that now that they own him,
COVID.
they have more say. They gave
You
him
see him
100
I don't see how they own him. That's, I guess, the thing.
I just think that we're 5 years in, right? Say this
Yeah.
deal's for 10 years. He's got $50 million of the dollars. I
Right.
don't know how long it is.
Yeah.
He puts out a show.
Right.
He's got some pedophile on there.
Right.
It's a fucking nightmare show.
Yeah.
Like, he agrees with the guy. All of
Yeah.
a sudden, the whole
Yeah.
their head's going to explode. He's like,
Right.
what the fuck? They're like, you can't put that out.
But why would they do that? That's my point. Like,
I don't know. I'm just saying they could say,
you-
we're going to take $50
but why
million
would they do
back.
that? Like,
All
let's
for
we own the
advertisers.
business. Why would we do that?
But Brendan, we don't know all that. We don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
We don't
Rogan's
know-
advertisers are going to go with him. Like, he could just be like, "Oh, you don't want it? Cool. I'm going to go back to Google," and they're going to grovel and be like, "We're just joking. We'll do it."
Right now, Rogan doesn't have most of his advertisers are his companies. So he doesn't.
But what I'm saying is
he doesn't
all of-
have
yeah,
a
but-
Coca-Cola
Yeah,
or
but
anybody
all of
backing
Rogan's
him up.
Rogan has a list of people that want to get on his show longer than our arm.
Yeah.
But
Like,
if
that's-
Spotify really starts to take over the world, and then they morph, and they become something else, and they become this destination, then maybe they're, what,
I can
what
absolutely.
they
I mean, yeah, if
believe
they
in
become
could
like
change.
YouTube, then absolutely,
Yeah, they could
I can-
change over time.
I can see it happening down the road, but there's no way in the next 5 years that I can see that happening. Like,
No,
there's
I-
too much value.
I don't believe it will happen because I believe they get what they're getting into.
Right.
They know don't fuck with Joe.
Right.
Like Joe's the greatest thing.
Exactly.
But say 10 years from now, they're a different company.
I totally agree that
They-
long term that could happen.
They could
Yes.
say, hey, we don't like where you're going with this stuff. Maybe
Yeah.
get rid of those right-wing people.
I could absolutely see that happening long term, but not in the short term.
Yeah, I think in the short term, this is
No, in the
but-
short, I think we all agree on that. I agree with that. Like,
Yeah.
and it's gonna be kind of like the government's doing. Like, just do this one little thing, and then
Oh, yeah,
next thing
yeah.
you know,
Give him an inch type
now,
of thing.
now maybe you don't do this when
Yeah.
you do that part.
Exactly.
You know? And then
We finally got Coke on board. They're not
Yeah.
a big fan of Alex Jones.
Well,
what do you
that-
want to do?
If you could just get rid of the Alex Jones
Yeah.
episode.
And
Right.
that's where I talk. That's to me. That's the Howard Stern thing. Like, dude, he's on Sirius. He's gonna say whatever he want, do whatever he want, and then next thing you know, he's like, "I love everybody," and he's not nearly as cutting edge as he once was.
Yeah. But in 2020, is there anyone still on Sirius XM?
I have it in my work car because it's so cheap. It's like $6 a month,
Right.
but I'm really debating if I should have it anymore and maybe just get Spotify.
Yeah, yeah.
Because it sounds like a better thing.
I mean, it's a dying medium.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure. I mean, I'd rather not have Sirius tell me what I want to hear. I like it for the music, I do, but Spotify and Pandora can do that for me. And when it comes to like spoken word, well, there's only so many shows on Sirius XM. Podcasts have opened up Pandora's box.
I like
Yeah.
listening to the Comedy Central channel and just listen to random little comedy skits. I like
Yeah.
listening to Cowherd or whatever sports radio, which of course that's on a lot of AM stations. There are a couple good talk, but mostly I just like whatever music I'm into at the time.
Yeah, yeah.
Of course, like one of my favorite stations they took away, so it's like, okay, thanks.
Which one?
Which one?
The Dave Matthews one they took to a Billy Joel, now it's a Prince station.
Yeah, if you're doing XM or Sirius for music and you haven't fucked with Spotify, it's
You're
going to
doing
blow
it
your
wrong.
mind. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Like you play 10 to 20 songs that you like, and next thing you know, they're like,
It's
this is
all-
what you would like. And it's like, oh, I played Tom Petty. They're like, oh, cool. Well, here's a thing of Bob Seger, Tom Petty, so and so, and you're like, oh,
Here's
damn,
this-
that's where
the
So
thing.
Pandora
are you
sucks.
telling me that
Pandora's not so
Spotify
bad.
should get in after the money they make from Joe Rogan and buy Sirius.
No,
No,
I think
no,
Sirius should go off a
Sirius-
cliff. I
Yeah,
think
I agree.
Spotify should eventually try to become YouTube, along with what they have. That's what I think, because the world wants a competitor to YouTube. That's my.
I mean,
So
YouTube
have
is
you-
censoring so many things
God.
all
So
the time.
have
And
you-
we've argued about this, about other topics, but we've seen it a million times. And this is what Joe Rogan basically gave his middle finger to, which is so ironic because he may be opening up the door to being censored down the road.
Right.
Yeah.
But
So-
in the moment, he's like, screw YouTube and their censorship, pulling
Yeah.
down Alex Jones videos, pulling down these other things. Like, you can't tell us what we want to listen to. Stu, keep it in your pants. -5.
Was he winking at you or
I'm
something?
excited.
He just keeps jumping in. He's had the same thought for 30 seconds. I'm like,
Yeah.
it's no
Yeah.
longer relevant.
No, this is relevant. Trust me.
All right,
Because
go.
we all agree that Google is the most dangerous company on the planet, right?
Yeah.
Hands down.
100%.
Do you know who's
hands
the
down.
anti-Google?
Mozilla.
I'm going to guess you would say Bill Gates.
No. LBRY.com. Library.com. They are a company. It's not even a company. It's a guy who runs a website. And he does.
Out of your basement or just a real company?
You'll appreciate this. It's
So a guy
It's-
that runs a website is going against Google.
Yeah.
Let's see how this goes.
it's not really
So
against
what is
Google.
the site?
It's L-I.
No, but what does it do? What makes it different?
So the way that the algorithm is set up, it's a upload, download, direct. So anything that hits the web before somebody takes it down is downloaded into the library.
Oh, that's cool.
So
That cannot be
LB.
true.
No, it's
How can you do that?
Everything that hits the web, do you understand everything? I mean,
Yeah,
Well,
that is weird.
apparently,
That's an
though,
insane
apparently
amount
the
of-
dark web is far larger than the actual web we
Right.
have access to. So we don't
So-
understand.
3 years ago? Just FYI. So I'm just Ely. I'm only talking to Ely because
Yeah.
everybody's going to shoot me. Shit.
I'm intrigued. I don't know how. I mean,
LBRY.
okay.
So it's a short acronym for library. The way
That's
they
not how you spell library at all.
Yeah.
Can I buy a vowel?
I feel like if you're gonna own a library, you should have like a
Yeah, couldn't you?
dictionary,
Yeah.
a thesaurus
Well, how about,
or something.
couldn't you
Like-
kick in the extra couple $1,000 to get library.com?
it's already there.
Yeah.
But all of those, everything that you ever seen on Facebook, YouTube, or whatnot that's been said, canceled, taken down, whatnot. Once it hits the web, this algorithm that this guy does, it's
Houses it somewhere.
Interesting.
It's downloaded.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's there. And you can actually go to Google Play Store or anywhere in LBRY. And
That's
so,
a brilliant
like,
model because
so-
people want that stuff.
Right. So one of the big things, based on
Can't find two
myself,
girl, one cup anywhere.
Yeah.
You can now go
Yeah.
to library.
Library.com.
Library.
so
Rolls right off tongue.
For sure.
Just
Found
like
those
two girls,
Nikki
one
D
cup.
photos.
Exactly.
and
Yeah,
I'll just give you an example.
+5 for Chuck.
Thank you.
What was it? So like I'm a big believer in
Flat Earth.
no, but anyways.
Gates the devil.
So there was a that YouTube video Vaxxed.
Equensu Ocha.
Vaxxed. Yep.
Yeah, it got pulled. Can't get it anywhere.
White Devil, White Devil.
Netflix pulled it. Everybody pulled it, and you can't find it anywhere. But once it's this guy's whole algorithm, once it gets uploaded to the net, it's downloaded.
That's
So
interesting.
it's basically like the Library of Congress.
Yeah.
Like with no
Funding.
bylaws or
But okay,
permits.
so
Without paper.
Originally, this conversation came up though because you were asking a competitor to Google.
Right. It's
Google
not. It's
actually. What
it's not a
their-
competitor.
But what their business model is to get data on everybody and then sell that data. I mean, ultimately, and
Right, but my
they
art-
sell ways to get to information faster
Right,
by
but
selling.
Google
ads.
has
I
the
feel like-
power. Google and YouTube and whoever, they have the power and the funding to stop the data.
I feel like that is almost
can
becoming
steer
their
you-
secondary model, right?
They can steer you in whatever
in
direction
some
they want.
respects, but I
the
mean that's how they
genius.
made all the money.
That's how they made the money. But now,
Actually,
I would
Brennan-
almost be willing to bet you that Google's model is you could essentially
So wait, can I get
blackmail
five-
the
wait, real-
world. No,
Yep.
Can I
minus
get
20
500
points.
points?
I know where you're
500
going. I
points
like
to-
that.
500 points to Terence because I wasn't quite filled up, and he's like pouring teardrop to make it even.
He's been doing that since the first beer. Minus 5 points for Stu for not noticing.
Stu, this is going horribly.
Yeah.
Unless we decide that it's lowest score wins, and then Troy can't catch him.
Yeah.
Golf score. Who's the winner?
Sorry, Ely, go
It's
ahead.
like the worst Jeopardy score of all time.
That's right.
You're
What
the
is
third
correct?
guy
You
you're
don't
trying
get
find
to play
the
in Final Jeopardy.
Yeah.
This is brutal watching them do all this drinking.
I know. It's
And
awesome. What are
especially
we at
because-
now? 10, 11?
We're on beer 12.
So
Whoa.
this makes sense, Brendan. It's
Beer 11.
It's a shot and a half. 5 beers each would have been 60 minutes, but a shot and a half is
There's
40
8 shots in each beer, so do that math.
So it's 45 minutes. The power hour is not going to happen.
8 times.
Oh, we're going to do the power hour. We have Coors
Yeah,
Lights.
8 times
Yeah.
12.
We have
Oh,
other
okay.
beers.
Yeah.
We have
Plenty of beer.
15% alcohol, bourbon soaked beers.
We have.
Yeah, so it will not finish, yeah.
But all of those YouTube videos that were loaded up, people want to watch and they get sliced.
Yeah,
and
he
diced.
gets them and downloads
This
them.
guy's, it's just
Yeah,
it's
it's
there.
awesome. I'd love to see how it works. I'd love to check it out. Google,
Library.
though, that's how they got paid. But now I feel like they have the power to where they could literally blackmail any government on the planet, anyone that you wanted to be like, hey, do you want people to believe that the sky's blue or the sky's orange? Because
Yeah.
we can do that for you.
Yep.
At 100%. If I wanted to become the president and I was like, hey, Google, and had enough money to entice them, right?
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
could say every time somebody Googles who should be the next president of the United States, they go back, Brendan's a
Or
good
even
choice.
if you
Yeah,
like
exactly.
started a
Just
widget factory and you went to Google and was like,
Well-
I want my widgets to come up first every time.
Well,
they can make
well,
that
that-
happen.
Yeah,
they
but the
already
flip
do.
side of that coin, though, is they can also say we're not going to do things for you.
Yeah.
So not only will they say you give me money and I'll do this, they'll say, oh, if you don't do this,
Yeah.
we're going to
Yeah.
start
Yeah.
changing the things. Like the power that they have is fucking insane.
It's
and it's
unbelievable.
almost to where ads is obviously their revenue, but that's not the big picture Google. You know what I mean?
Well, now
But
they
what-
control
what's-
the flow of information.
Right,
What-
which is
what's
so
getting
scary.
What's getting smaller and smaller is the ability of of us as what's the show? What was the movie? The Intern. Or
Yeah.
the internship.
Yeah,
with,
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
The guys were selling watches and they
Yeah.
So
wasn't that the internship? Wasn't
no,
that?
not internship.
Yeah, it's
that was
the
De Niro,
internship.
wasn't it?
The intern.
No. The internship was
Vince Vaughn.
Drake.
Vince Vaughn, and he
Oh,
works at
Wilson.
Google. They
Yeah,
were watch
yeah, yeah, yeah.
salesmen
That
who couldn't
was
cut
funny.
it.
Yes.
That movie
It
actually
was
is pretty
It
funny,
is.
but if I think about it, if you can,
Not
it's
his
getting
best
smaller
work.
and smaller. It's getting smaller and smaller. But if you can take the human element and bypass what Google can do, then that's the saving grace. But I don't know if that's going to happen.
I don't know what taking the human element and bypassing Google.
I don't even know what he just got at.
Those were definitely words.
because Google was all about algorithms
Yeah.
selling. If we do this, and this, it's on the computer. Yeah, but then these guys walked in like, oh, well, we're going to put the human element into it, and we're going to talk to people directly. And
That was a movie.
right.
with Vince Vaughn.
think it was
his
a
Lord and
documentary.
Savior.
I feel like
The documentary?
No, well, okay, Brendan.
No, don't crack that.
Brendan
Yeah.
knows. Brendan knows exactly what I'm talking about because
No, I know what you're saying. But what I'm
Face-to-face-
saying is
face-to-face
Google's not going to be like, we're going to slow down this revenue to do what Vince Vaughn thinks because he wants the people. He wants the people's mentality. You know what I mean?
I understand.
Like they want to control the world as much as possible.
I do what Vince Vaughn wants me to do. That's for
Yeah,
damn sure.
exactly.
I kind of do.
Yeah.
You're a motorboating motherfucker.
That's right.
I know you.
I always wanted to ride his fucking.
I would hope that.
You tighten up.
Remember the city tours? I always wanted to ride the city
That's
tour.
right, yeah.
Whatever movie that
But
was.
I would hope that one
breakup.
person would
I
be
took that
Brendan who
tour.
understands what
Another
I'm trying
great
to say.
documentary.
Is there's a person-to-person element that could hopefully take down the virtual online.
You're giving people too much credit.
Yeah, I totally agree. I would love to believe that, and I think that the personal person
here's the
sales
problem.
thing is value, but that shit don't mean nothing.
the
The
person to
technology's not
person-
We are
slowing.
less person to person than we've ever been right now.
So
Yeah.
Facebook was kind of supposed to be that, right? Allow people to communicate with each other. Allow me to be able to reach out and say, "Hey, everybody, what's the best bar in Richmond?" And then your
Right.
friends come back and say Penny Lane, and you go, "Okay, screw Google. They're the ones who said XYZ bar." So now your friends are influencing you. And then what did Facebook do? They started working with algorithms. They started showing you the same thing you like again and again. They started showing you the ads. Then they started harvesting data, mining data. They became more algorithmic.
And not sending you everything that your friends post.
Can you?
No, they literally only send me the stuff that I interact with.
Yeah.
So it's like now I see the same shit. That's how you end up in a vacuum.
And I know all three of you guys have already read The Tipping Point, but
Never read it.
okay, two of you guys have read it. But there's a point where if you look at the Geico model, they went online big time, and everybody loved it, and they did that for 15 years. And
trust
That was
fucking
all the
lizard at
that was
all.
all the Gecko's doing.
Exactly. I
Right.
hate that
Fuck
little
that
short
Which
guy.
was, yeah.
But then what happened?
Was that
They
so?
ended up realizing they had to have a live person that somebody could talk to and go visit. So
Yeah,
You're
now
telling
they
me
have-
they don't all visit with the Gecko?
I do.
So
He's my
Fuck's
rep.
going on now? This is some false advertising.
I pay a
shit.
premium, so I only deal with the guy.
Yeah.
So that's important to me.
So this
He's
is the pro-
responsive as shit.
this is the problem.
So
I have a
responsive.
tiny ass cell phone, but he's responsive as
Scurries
fuck.
on over.
So
Yeah.
cute.
Right,
Man, it looks like a tree fell in your house. Thank you.
So I'm Ely. I'm trying to have a positive response and understanding, and I'm drinking platinum
is
beer.
awesome.
And Troy is eyeballing me.
I'm not even looking. I can't even look in your direction
Yeah.
right now, dude.
I know. Yeah. Troy's looking for one of those plexiglass things in Lowe's right now.
This
I'm
dude's been
so
trying-
washed over with awkwardness. I'm just like staring off. Just in the distance,
Just listening to it happen, right?
Like, yeah, dude. The human connection.
Totally.
thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Vince Vaughn's saving Google, bro.
We all feel you, Stu.
Yeah.
No, you don't. Trust me.
It all checks out.
Yep.
It adds up.
You want to join in the power hour?
I love the
Get
cut
hell
of your
out.
jib. We're done? Is that what that is?
No, we're not a whole lot. We have
Oh,
to.
you need
we
more?
have to go
We
down
ran
to
out of
light
beer because we got.
Because we're
We've
at
been doing
40.
heavy pours the whole time.
Do you and I do a
So-
deli
oh.
and Terrence?
No, as the cherry on top, they're going to have to
last of
shoot
it.
the deli and tell us what they think.
Nice.
No, so we're doing.
Yeah,
we're doing.
We'll keep doing shots of deli.
Oh, shit. You're getting Troy spinach is what you're doing right now. Yeah.
We drank 12 beers already in just over 47 minutes.
You go through that,
No,
and
keep
then
going.
and then we'll go to the deli,
Okay, we'll do a Coors Light till the deli,
and then we'll go to the deli.
Wow.
and then we'll start drinking.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet Jesus!
So yeah, this is not the ounce.
I've had 2
every-
beers. I mean, I feel like
every minute.
this is a good.
I've had a
pace.
bunch of water.
I've been enjoying this. This is good.
Yeah.
We've had 6,
I know.
so we're doing okay.
But it's been a couple hours, right? I mean,
We started yesterday.
yeah.
Yes.
Wasted.
You guys are fine. This is going great.
Can't we drive home? It's gonna be awesome.
You're not driving home.
I didn't even drive here.
Okay, perfect.
Is that the?
Stu's driving home for sure.
But officer, it's
Yeah.
about people.
Exactly. I'm here talking to you, man. You know what I mean? Like,
It's a human connection.
go on back there and punch your keyboard.
Yeah, go ask Google if I
Yeah.
can drive.
They'll tell you.
Google told you to.
But if
pull
you
me
want to know
over.
the real deal, you talk to me.
I told you it's Liberty.
Yeah, that's right.
check me out, Liberty.
Bill, you guys got to get up here. I need some backup. This guy's great.
Is it .org, .com, .it? Like what
Yeah.
is it? .com?
Just
No,
CM.
actually, if you go to
No vowels.
Google Play and type in LBR,
I gotta
go to Google
Oh,
to
yeah,
get
they have an
that.
actual app.
I don't trust it.
I have to
no,
go
no.
to
It's-
Google to
yeah.
get to the
Say
Liberty.
Google
Yeah,
Play. Like Apple Store, whatever.
Oh, so they have an app, you're saying?
It's an app.
Oh, that's cool.
And they have a website, they have an app, and you just download it.
Interesting.
So
All right, do you have it on your phone?
yeah, I do.
Oh, hell yeah.
Can you look up Nikki D. Ray nudes?
Yes.
Let's give it a test.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the test right
Exactly.
there.
Let's give it a test. Stu, your shot.
You give me 30 seconds to
Yeah.
do something.
And
those
if
are
your web page has it, you get 20 points.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
That'd be great if I had a web page.
No, the webpage you're talking about.
I thought Ely said if my web page. Sorry, I didn't hear that.
Oh,
I'm
Lord.
not going to a web page, bro. It's but people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go stand on the square on the floor we've taped over there for you, please.
Yeah, not the 6-foot one for social distancing. The
Yeah.
Stu one, 25 feet out there.
Exactly. Keeps us all safe.
Just really, Just look dead center.
here, grab his
I'm not
phone.
going to punch it yet, but just look dead center of my phone. See the dead center? The green dot?
There's 36 apps on the front of that phone, dude.
I got it. Libri.
Can
Yeah.
you?
I don't like
Libri.
Libri because that makes it sound like there's a vowel between the L and the B. It's
It's
Libri.
Libri.
Oh, okay. Meet Bill Gates. I can search this.
You should be able to type in whatever
Is
you
it
should be.
KKI?
KKIDEERAY.
According to Stu, you can find anything that's ever been
Now,
posted on
I've
the internet.
never gone the sexual route with this. This is
Then
all
what the
been
fuck are you doing with it?
Jesus.
What am I
H.
supposed to do
Yeah.
with the internet?
Thank you very much.
It's literally what we do with the internet.
Oh, you can look naked ladies up on there?
It's
With
about,
boobies?
Yeah.
Troy, it's about people.
Oh, yeah. Human connections, what I'm looking for.
I'm trying to get a connection right here.
Trying to get my MySpace
Negative.
top 8 down.
This is not happening.
This is
Minus 10.
It's not a porn site. It's just
Stu, you
it's
literally
the internet, we don't it's a wanna porn know, site.
Stu.
exactly.
you literally said if it's ever been on the internet, you can find it on there.
They must
why
be
I
looking
gave
for
it- which
certain
is-
You
types
can't
of
ever log
videos.
on. That's kind of the.
I gave it one test. I gave it one
right.
quick
Yeah.
test.
So, Ely, give me a
I
political
literally
We've already done
video.
this, right?
Give
a
me
political
something I
video
can find on
that
there.
you like that's got cut off.
How about you
Give me
tell me what you
something I
want?
can find. Yeah.
All right, there you go.
Google me right.
Nikki D. Ray
Yeah.
nudes. Why is this complicated?
Stu almost said Google a video that I can look up.
Hey, give me a softball, Ely. I'm drowning over here.
exactly.
No, I'm just. I mean, it's not.
Give me
porn-
something like
this is not a
YouTube.
porn
Can I
site.
find it on there?
Like, what was something that you watched?
Everything that goes up
that
to the
you
internet.
agreed
Nikki
with,
Ray
and
naked
it got
is what I
pulled.
watched, and now you can't.
Everything goes up to the internet, goes there first. Those are on the internet, then they disappear.
Oh, your dog's
your
dumb as shit like
family.
mine where they bark
Yeah.
at all the family.
Oh, yeah, my dog hates
Oh,
everything.
my dog. I'll be on the front porch getting a package and he sees me and he's like freaks the fuck out.
Yeah.
I'm like, I get so angry. I'm like, you're fucking retarded.
You're in my house.
Yeah, looking at me.
Yeah.
You know what I look like?
I'm here every day.
Yeah.
Every day with you. Raised
So
you from
that-
a pup.
Where else are you going to find that? Because it's been pulled down from every single.
But are you sure it has?
What is it?
Yeah.
I can't just Google it and look it up.
What is it? Can you say what
The
it
va-
is?
it was the
Put it on-
Vaxxed
put it on.
documentary.
Put it on Google. Just go to Google and type in Vaxxed and try and watch it.
Stu's dying a slow death over here.
Yeah.
I know. Unless Ely's got some superpowers from his Marine Corps days.
No. How long is this video?
Oh, it's a whole hour and a half documentary.
I always just go
okay.
to Reddit. That's why I always find stuff that's been pulled. I just go to Reddit. There's always some schmuck out there who's downloaded it. And
Who
hidden
owns
it
Reddit?
somewhere.
Who owns Reddit?
Reddit.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Brendan,
Probably the Bilderbergs.
I just gave you, Brendan. I just gave you a wink. So I will do the whole no hands.
Oh, look at this. Stu's feeling frisky. Stu's feeling frisky. What happened to Troy? Is this minute gonna go by without him getting his shot? No, it's
He's
not.
got 22. He's got 22.
Look how
19
quick he is.
seconds.
Troy, man, Troy is good. He gets out of the room. He gets back. I like the cut of your
Took my
jib.
shot and ran right out, took a leak.
I like the cut of your jib, Troy.
I was out there on Libri,
Yeah.
checking things out.
I cannot find Vax, Troy. Not Troy. You're the other one. Stu.
And how do you
Hands free.
Oh, he's going hands free.
Oh, he really did.
Oh,
Yeah.
This night,
Ooh, I
will
don't
be-
know. Is that
How do
plus
you-
or minus
How do you
points?
spell vaxxed?
VAXXED.
VAXXED.
Well, that's gonna be fun late night when Stu.
Is Stu's no hands plus or minus? I don't know the answer to that.
So there you go. Vaxxed, Vaxxed 2, Vaxxed film. There's all of them. Reddit, man. Reddit.
Hit play.
Oh, now I
Oh,
Stu, you son of a bitch.
I don't care if it shows me a stupid conspiracy theorist Vax movie. If it doesn't have Nikki
What's
D.
that
Ray
say?
naked,
What's that say?
I can't get it to do anything. Hold on.
Yup. Alphabet. Gotcha, bitch.
Vaxxed, the movie. Hour
On
30
what
minutes.
site?
Reddit.
I don't fucking know. I went to Reddit. Now I'm watching your stupid Vaxxed video.
would
Okay,
How
so
awesome would it be
so
if it
I'm
was
just
on
saying. So
Libra?
then that's the same thing as Reddit. Reddit is the same thing, which I didn't realize, as library. LBRY.
Are we ready?
I'm
Is
saying,
that the noise?
All right. Well,
Ding dong, ding dong, ding.
So,
dong.
guys, Go fuck Reddit, because why ever go there and go to Lurie?
This is an awesome ad for Lurie.
They'll sponsor us.
Yeah.
No, sorry, Arya hooked it up.
I'm a people person.
Right.
I work with the people.
What is it that you'd say you do here?
No, Stu, seriously.
Human connections.
Are you discounting
Plus
the
30 for
face-to-face?
Brendan.
Oh shit!
Oh
my god! Brendan's look, Brendan. Terrence is sweating over here.
I am
He's like,
sweating. I got.
He's been working harder than all of us.
Exactly.
2 minutes, maybe 2 more rounds, and then we're probably done.
And then we can go to the deli.
Yes.
Okay.
And they'll shoot the deli. And we will call this power hour done, and we will tally the scores. It's a cliffhanger. It's a nail biter.
I'm actually surprised with the amount of drinking we've done.
Oh, look, they're getting
I
excited
said
now.
it.
They're cheersing.
Yeah.
That was human to human.
Trying to
good.
placate him.
Well, this is not virtual. This is
All right,
not
I'm gonna
Zoom.
go. I'm gonna go see
Not
what
anything.
deli. It's Ely. We have 2 delis here, today,
Okay.
Uh-oh.
and I will let you decide. One of them is a summer beer. I can't remember
That one.
And hold on. It's a summer beer that the can changes color in the sun.
Hypercolor?
Ooh.
Hypercolor
Oh,
can.
damn. The second
That's
one better
pretty
be
cool.
amazing.
The other one is a strawberry Hefeweizen.
Oh.
Fuck you.
Yeah, you have to choose between.
Put
You're
the
an
screws to
asshole.
I
you.
knew both.
Strawberry half of ice.
All right,
both.
all right, hold on.
Yeah.
What were those T-shirts?
Pick them up.
Oh, the
Hypercolor.
Hypercolor. Yeah.
Yeah. T-shirts, pants, all that
What were
shit.
they called?
What's the name of those things?
What was the name of that Tron movie?
Oh. Where does this come from? Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Ely,
I don't need a whole one, though.
What was the name of that Tron movie?
Here, Ely, I'll get you a cup, and then they can shoot some of yours.
Okay. That works.
So, but no, first Tron or second Tron?
I have never seen a Tron.
Me either.
Okay,
Have you ever played the video game Tron?
No.
From, like,
That's probably why.
Terrence, would you like to join us on this deli journey?
Yeah, he needs to get a microphone.
I'd rather drink a beer than shoot a beer.
That's not how a power hour works, Troy. You guys will be
I
shooting.
don't get to taste it.
Well, you can keep it in your mouth.
Okay.
This is the cherry on top. We're literally not done with the power
That's what
hour.
he said.
No, there's how much time? How long have you guys been going?
An hour.
Oh,
Yeah.
did Troy just argue with me?
2 hours.
Century Club.
That's right.
No, but I will tell you this though. That was a 6-pack between both of us, and 2 more Miller Lights or Coors Lights.
Yeah.
So that would be.
All right, so is this the final shot of the power hour officially?
So that would be 7 beers.
Good
in
game,
an hour.
fellas. Good game.
Work. Is it getting difficult? Really?
That's why he's like, I don't want to. Yeah, look, he literally just shot.
I don't want to
half
shoot
of-
this.
I gave you.
What is that? The same
Coors
thing?
Light.
Oh,
There we ran out. Of,
Uh-oh.
Burping it up.
Reverse on the far side.
The power hour has come home.
Yes. Bar's not watertight.
so what? Can we pull up the?
Just pull up the can right in front of you.
I know,
People,
but
Stu,
everybody needs to pull up
People.
the.
I would like to learn about this brouhaha.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is Licking Hole Creek. So this is
it
local.
Goochland or Louisa?
Goochland, local here to Richmond, and they have made
I
the
love that place. It's all wide open. Like you could shoot
wide
skeet out there.
open. Yeah, it is awesome. So this is their strawberry Hefeweizen. Now the reason I chose this is, well, I know you love Hefeweizens.
Yes.
But I've never had a strawberry beer I like ever.
Really?
It's just something about strawberry doesn't
taste
go
right in a beer.
Doesn't go right.
You don't like Natter Days?
I love Natter
No, and he
Days.
does.
Yes.
I wouldn't say that's
Yeah.
strawberry flavored.
I wouldn't
So
either. But
did you get? Is there another one?
Natter Days.
Yeah, there's another one, but unfortunately, I'm looking up Licking Hole Strawberry, and I'm going to a weird Reddit
Yeah, type that in
library.
carefully.
Go to Libri.
Libri.
It's taking me
It
down
was
a
pulled
rabbit
down
hole.
by
I
the
don't-
Bilderbergs. Go to
There's no
Libri.
beer. There's no beer
How are
on
we
here at
all?
all.
We all like just look past the licking hole name. Like
Yeah, I feel like we're being punked.
I know, right? Like
Yeah,
oh, it's the creek name.
like
Wait, no,
like
it's not the creek name.
Grandmaster Dong. Same thing. Like they're punking all of us, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
All you fools are wearing shirts that say Grandmaster Dong.
exactly. And he's laughing his ass
yeah.
off. Yeah, it's not even his name. His name's Steve. Yeah,
Mike.
Kung Fu Steve. I'm gonna call myself Dong, and all of
Licking
the soccer
hole-
moms are gonna say it.
Licking hole. I mean, is there another way to get that twisted up?
Ma'am,
I mean,
it's Master Dong. Please call me that.
It's a full on.
I'm a master.
So, quick question, Neely.
Yeah.
How's the?
I can pour
It's
this in there
been.
then.
It's probably been like 3-4 weeks since we talked about it. But how's the whole hot tub thing working out?
It's fabulous. The hot tub at the Wellesley Arms. The Ely residence hot tub. We
Did
eat
you get
food.
Did you get all the structural stuff?
All the structural's done. Hot
Everything's
tub's
done
up and
there.
running. Wired. I had to
Yes.
dig a freaking 60-foot ditch.
Who told you to?
What do you mean?
Like to dig the ditch? Just to get it out somewhere, or
No, like I needed to. It's
called running power
I
to
wanted
it?
power. I wanted the hot tub to work,
I
not
thought,
just sit.
I thought it was for a drain.
Hold on, so your
Like
hot
we-
tub,
oh,
when
no,
you
no.
ran heat to it, you powered it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you plugged it
I would,
in?
yeah.
God,
I was-
fancy schmancy.
I was asking how
The
he-
wood fire part was broken, so I had to use electricity.
He said
it's
it
an old
was a
tub.
drain.
I've got a
You
I
have
power.
to
was-
drain it every time you get in it?
Yeah.
That's how hot tubs work?
Right, exactly.
No wonder my
Y'all
pool's
want
so
to get in the tub
expensive.
later? Fill it up right now.
Well,
Turn the
that's-
faucet on.
That was my actual question. I didn't know
That's why
if that,
pool memberships
I
are
didn't
so
know if that-
expensive.
Yeah,
I didn't know if that dig was for the power or for the drain. because
definitely for power.
when you
Hot tubs
drain-
don't have drains.
Everyone knew what that dig was for.
Yeah, what do you do with it?
You hook up a hose and you run it down into the ditch.
I know, but how often do you have to flush it out?
Never.
inside of the water. You can't. You
Maybe
put-
once
you put,
a year.
You put chlorine in it. You
Once
do
a year.
whatever. but-
Yeah.
Maybe once a year. Maybe
Yeah, once a year.
every 4 years. Who
Something like
cares?
that.
So how are you going to do that?
Hook up a fucking hose and run it into the
Suck
ditch.
it out like a gas.
It's
siphon?
called siphon. Yeah, you ever
No. All hot tubs are
Have a
fitted
drain.
with a drain
Yeah.
that's the lowest point in the tub, and the pressure of the water pushes the water out.
Okay,
But
take me
you
off.
could also
give me
siphon it out.
200 points less because I forgot about the drain from the hot tub.
Yeah, I concur
This
with
beer
that.
is
Actually,
going-
make it 300.
This is going crazy.
Really?
Sorry.
The power hour
you
is
have
over.
a bathtub at your house?
Is it
How do you
over?
get water
No,
out
it's
of
not.
it?
We did. We
Yeah.
did 45 minutes.
Yeah,
Brendan, you have a soaking
That
tub
was
up in
tough.
the master bedroom?
Yeah.
How do you get water
had
out
me
of it?
question what a hot tub was.
I had to dig a trench
Yeah, right.
up the stairs
Yeah,
through
ki-
through the master
But
I
bathroom.
remember
That's why
when
we
you
have
did that.
kids,
It was
so they
awkward
can-
as shit.
the kids can carry the buckets every day.
I do have to say.
Yeah.
I think. I
Over
think
their shoulders.
My
with the
daughters
giant-
can carry 5 gallons on their head.
Right. Exactly. I've seen it.
Yeah.
so.
Sainted.
Regardless of the outcome, I think Troy and I are feeling better after an hour than you guys are after another.
That's what a
hour.
loser would say.
I feel awesome. I was in
Yeah.
a bad mood coming in. I feel great.
Regardless of the
They might
outcome,
feel better after they try.
I feel like Troy's going to feel a little
traditional
bit.
German Hefeweizen
Brendan was
with
feeling
fresh
Ooh,
local
good.
2
ingredients
minutes in.
that they could source with hundreds of pounds of wheat, where grown, harvested right here on our farm.
Get out of here.
Oh, the wheat's from their farm?
Yep.
I wonder if they got a trench
Yeast
for that.
forward
How do they
wheat
get rid
beer
of the
with
wheat?
fresh strawberry
You
and
gotta
plenty of
dig a
banana
trench.
Yeah.
from the yeast that we used. Prost.
Okay.
So I'm going to give -5 points to the beer because it's in script. And
Is Stu allowed to
can
give
you-
points?
Can you
Is that
read
font?
that? No, I'm
No,
talking
you
about
know
the
what I
power
like
hour.
about it, dude? It looks like an old laudanum bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah, true, but
Like some snake oil that they would sell. Be
A
like,
coat of arms on the front. What the fuck
be
is
like,
that?
it's got a healthy heaping of opium.
Yeah. Rub it on your gums.
0.5% heroin.
I haven't slept for 3 days.
Yeah.
Let me get more.
Here's Troy. You read the description.
I'm not reading this thing. I can't read it.
Let me see what I can. I can't even. Holy
I
shit!
mean, I have
Exactly.
good- I have good eyes.
That's
It's hard
bad.
to read.
It's-
Yeah.
I mean, I can write in script, but I can't read what they put
Licking
on
Hole
the can.
Creek is a farm brewery producing hops, barley, and beer on 290 acres in the heart of Virginia. Licking Hole
This
Creek
is hard to read.
is a water-conscious brewery. We
That means
brew-
they don't have a plug,
Yeah, exactly.
a drain.
But or otherwise, we brew
Plus them freely.
with well water. Drain
Gross.
from the deep. I'm tired of reading that. It's fucking Licking Hole Creek, y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The fuck. So
You ever notice when you shower in Licking Hole Creek beer, it's really hard to get the soap off? It's because
I mean,
it's
yeah.
well water. It's soft.
Yeah.
So is this the
Well water's
is
hard
this the
Yes.
Not theirs. It's soft because of the trench.
because of all the salt they put in it.
No,
Right.
their trench goes north.
Salty trench.
It's
I
Yeah.
hate when that happens.
That's me too.
Salt trench.
Yeah.
Brendan?
The
Is
Yes.
this, is this the Plumber's Brewery?
The Plumber has a brewery?
No, the Plumber's Brewery.
I mean,
Sorry.
he lives out near there.
Uh,
Stu, what do you think of the beer?
I was just asking.
Has anyone actually been to Licking Hole?
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I don't think I've been to that one.
Stu,
It's
what do
really
you-
cool. Like I
Where
said,
is it?
It's,
Where's it again?
Way far away.
Straight down 64, and then you
It's
get
right out by Capital One and them.
Okay.
It's a little further than that.
It's
Yeah.
halfway
So
between
288
here.
to
and-
64, and then head
it's-
west.
It's halfway
Yeah.
between here and Zion's Crossroads. because
Okay,
I-
so
That's
it's past,
exactly
it's,
what I was
it's
trying to
past
figure out.
Midnight Brewery and all
Yes.
that stuff. Okay, yeah, I don't think I've been out there.
it's out near the 53rd Winery.
Nice.
And
It's a
I
weird
do,
drive.
I
Castle
do
Hill
like a lot
Cidery.
of their beers. We should definitely get Terrence in on this because he
I
is
gave
a
him.
beer.
I gave
yeah,
him
I know.
some. All right, Stu, get us started. What do you think of this beer?
Hang on.
Hang on.
Pause. Dramatic pause. And now he's drinking. I'll go.
Troy, go.
This beer actually is really good. I like Hefeweizens, but I'm not a big. Strawberry is never a
not good
flavor
in
I
beer.
like. I don't like strawberry flavored anything. I will take whether it be popsicles or ice cream or anything like strawberry is what I go away. I'll go any other flavor. But I think they did this pretty good because it's such a fine tasting. It's a hint of
Mellow.
strawberry. Yeah,
Yeah.
Like it's not overpowering, and you might not even know it's strawberry. You just would think it's a fruity flavor. But I think this is a very good beer. I like this beer. I'd give this a 3.5. I like this beer.
I'm going to say you went 3.5 because
Yeah.
I feel like that's where you were headed with that one.
Yeah, I
'cause it
like
was all
this beer.
positive, positive, 3.5. So 3.5.
Yeah,
Stu,
right.
are you ready?
you ready
I'm
now?
ready. So if you want to go to the marketing side of it,
No.
No, go for the marketing. He's just fucking with you, dude. He's just fucking with you.
Yeah, it looks like snake oil. We covered this. Laudanum, opium. This is a whole line of jokes.
Yeah, rubbing your gums.
Remember you were up for 3 days? This is cocaine.
so the
Stu,
biggest-
did your dad have a bunch of that hidden underneath
Yeah.
underneath the popsicles?
It's next to the peanut butter and cheese.
do you-
The kids will never find it.
You don't like the cursive.
can I go that? Can
Yes,
I, can I
please
tell
go.
that story?
Go.
Can I tell that story, or you want me to just rate the beer?
Both.
What
at the
what
same
story are you
time.
telling?
Well, you brought my dad into the conversation.
You did, and he brought him back in.
Rate the beer, please.
All right. So I'm going to look at this. I'm going to look at this label real quick, and it's bland. I mean, it's a great English shield, the whole eagle, everything, but browns, grays.
It's Tywin Lannister's shield, I think.
It could be, but
Yeah, for sure.
you can't pick out anything distinctively unique from either the name or whatever. But outside of that, the beer doesn't have an aftertaste that's like strong. So I kind of like it.
How does it taste after 12 shitty beers that you had to shoot? Does that have any bearing on your flavor profile? Or do you
Very
guys-
flavorful.
Right here's like this.
Yeah,
doesn't
like I
taste
bet it
what I've been
tasted
having
No,
for an hour.
amazing after that.
It does have it has more flavor than everything we've been drinking tonight. The
But I mean, is
Coors
it like
Light
noticeable? Does it like pop against?
It's not
both your
overpowering,
palates?
though.
No.
Okay.
It's not.
It pops right up front, like literally. When
Yeah.
I sip it, you can easily say boom. So I'm gonna give it
Dramatic pause.
Wow.
Listeners love it.
It's 2.75 something.
That's fair enough for today.
Yeah,
Dude.
just so we can get it over with.
All right, so I agree with what Stu said.
Ely.
Sip it, boom.
I love you, but you're right.
Okay, a 2.75 for Stu. The marketing didn't help. I see.
No, it fades in the background.
I find this beer really interesting. I don't like strawberry beers, so immediately going in, like it's losing a point because
Yeah.
of the strawberry. But the Hefeweizen's a legitimate Hefeweizen. It's
Yeah.
got the
Yeah.
peppery, it's got the banana, it's got all of those things that make a Hefeweizen, which I didn't expect. I expected it to be some super fruity,
Yeah, over
nonsense.
the top.
But the Hefeweizen's what comes through more than the strawberry, which I dig.
Yeah.
So I'm really happy to see that. It's a true Hefeweizen style, like Bavarian
Yeah.
Hefeweizen. So for that, I like it a lot. The strawberry, to Troy's point, little understated. Okay, it does have a little bit of that like strawberry cereal candy aftertaste. I get a little bit of that,
Yeah.
which I'm not a super huge fan of. But I can also tell it's real strawberry, so I'm not going to hold it against it. Final sip. Everyone knows one sip. That's the rules.
Everybody knows the rules.
I'm going to match you, Troy. I'm going to say it's a 3.5 because the Hefeweizen is so strong.
Yeah.
And the strawberry is underrated. So I think that's a low rent deli that could win it if it pulls through. Terrence, we'll go with you next. You are the true aficionado here.
Connoisseur.
I would want to try this without the strawberry, like you said, like the finish, the cleanliness. Like I don't.
The Hefeweizen's great.
It's really good.
Yeah.
And I don't like Hefeweizens in general. But like sometimes, well, I'm hot as shit right now after pouring fucking 300.
You did
beers.
great. Thank you, dude. That was awesome.
So like
You
I'm
did
thoroughly
awesome.
enjoying this. It was an overwhelming strawberry, but there is just like that fruity pebbles count.
Yeah.
Like just crisp, cereal, like just that little flavor that it triggers with the brain or whatever. But I really like the beer. I just don't think I dig the strawberry that much. So I go 3.5 for me.
Yeah,
Nice.
It's a solid. It's well done. It's solid.
That's good.
All right. So 3.5, 3.5, 2.75, 3.5. Okay.
I'm
And
going to
so
go with
we're
a
on the-
4.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, clearly I like Hefeweizens. It's probably my favorite beer. I didn't think about the whole not a strawberry fan until you mentioned it, but now that I'm sitting here thinking about it, and I tend to agree. Like,
Are you a strawberry fan?
I mean, I like strawberries, but
But
now
in
that I'm
beer.
tasting it in this beer, I'm thinking, oh, geez, a regular one would be way better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I get that candy vibe and all that crap. So that's what's keeping me from going 4.5. Or
But it's like
I really
high
enjoy it.
watermark.
Yeah.
so. I don't know the quick math, but a 3.5, 3.5, 3.5, 2.75, and a 4.
That
I
sounds
gotta
like a
believe
deli,
we're
yeah.
about 3.5, right?
Yeah.
Ring that bell. We'll take it home.
Ring, ding, dong. Keep the heads ringing.
A legit deli with the legit bell. It's been a minute.
Good job licking Whole Creek. I did
Hell
not
yeah.
expect that.
Thank you guys for not making me ring that bell every minute.
Yeah. Do it
Yeah,
over.
that would've
That was
sucked.
there. I was like, oh
Start
no.
it over. Run it back.
Right.
We could do this again.
No, but the
Yep.
the understated strawberry is the saving grace of it. Like,
Yeah. It's not too
and I'm sure they do a great
truly.
Hefeweizen, so they're probably like, we got to switch it up on them.
Do they have a good Hefeweizen?
I would assume
I
they
don't know.
do. Most,
They
better,
most
right?
breweries do.
You want to know something interesting about Licking Whole Creek?
Most do not.
It's right in between.
I don't think so. No.
Nobody wants to know anything good about Licking Whole Creek.
Do you know about that?
It's the beauty of Licking Whole Creek is it's right in between here and Charlottesville. And you know what's in Charlottesville? Tao Insurance.
Of course.
And Tao Insurance
Those guys.
Yeah.
is who actually sponsored the deli today.
Yep.
Fortunately, Ryan Parker did not sponsor the Power Hour because
Kicking
no one
himself.
wants to sponsor the Power Hour. But he
Nobody
did
wa-
sponsor the deli today, so I wanted to give him a shout out. If anybody out there is looking for any kind of insurance minus health insurance, because look, we're all super healthy. There's
Yeah.
no
Yeah,
pandemics. We don't need health insurance. We're fine. But what you do need, home insurance, life insurance, auto insurance. You probably need boat insurance. 'Tis the summer.
Yes.
Time to
hell
get a
yeah.
boat. You got to get your boat insurance. They even do farm insurance. Licking Whole Creek probably should be talking
Yep.
to them.
I want to call him about some boat insurance.
You should
Add
call him
that
about
to my
some.
list.
Well, here's his number. It's 804-855-4567. Again, that's Ryan Parker at Tao Insurance. 804-855-4567. He can hook you up with any kind of insurance minus the health insurance, and he is down to talk to you for, as he told me, up to 3 hours about delis. That's what he said he'd be willing to do. He would give you 3 hours. So if you're lonely, you're under quarantine, you just want to talk deli,
Need a friend?
Ryan Parker
that-
would love to
Stu
hear
just
from
put
you.
his phone in his number in his phone.
That's
Oh, Stu, that's 804
Singles only.
4567. This
that's
time.
his personal number.
Stu, come back. Don't leave.
That
now.
really
Yeah,
is.
exactly. Right. Just
That
put the
is
phone
his.
down.
That is his cell number. He
That's
will
right.
pick up. You're not going to deal with some receptionist at
Nope.
Tao Insurance. You're actually going to talk to Ryan Parker.
You can email
Big
him
time
too.
listener, big fan. What's his email, Troy? Do you know?
It's Ryan at Tao Insurance.
Tao is TOWE.
TOWE. Yep. Insurance
Awesome.
spelled all the way out. Hit him up. Tell him we sent you, and he will take good care of you.
Thank you, Ryan, for sponsoring the Licking Hole Creek
You are the man.
was a
Strawberry
good one.
Hefeweizen. It won a deli.
Yes.
Nice.
Dig it.
Much better than that shit you had the other week.
Oh man, he's had
Ryan will
mostly water.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
He's a long-time listener. He's
He
a
is a
friend of the
long-time
show.
listener.
Sure.
Like I said, he showed up the other day
Yep.
dropping off a six-pack. I'm like, respect, Ryan.
Hey, honestly, if you guys are long-time listeners, and we know you are, hit him up, man. Just talk to him.
Yeah, see what he can do.
Yeah, you don't have to go with him. Just call him up, tell him we sent you, and I guarantee you he's going to give a run for your money. I mean,
Do tell him we sent you, though,
Yeah.
because that's kind of the whole thing we're advertising.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I've found out in the past that everyone thinks they're getting an awesome deal,
Yep.
but many times you can get better service and pricing if you just check.
Yep. And just ask.
Right. You're not
Don't
committing
hurt
to
to ask.
anything.
Yeah.
Just checking.
And as Stu taught us earlier, you don't want to just go online, Google it. It's about people.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Ryan's a human.
Yeah, he's a people
Yeah,
person.
believe it or not.
He's all about human contact.
Stu looks so
Googling.
flabbergasted.
No.
Yeah.
Lumbering.
Lumbering.
I knew this.
He feels
I
so
knew
bad.
this when I said it. There was only one person who would talk about it, and that's Brendan. He knows the people side of it.
You are correct.
I do enjoy the people side of things.
Even though his hair is super long and he looks like a.
I feel like my hair
Can
looks
we have the first Stu Pat episode right now after this? Just go, keep going.
If we could
Don't
just
turn
get,
the recorder off.
If we could get Pat over here,
We could get 3 topics, put them on the board, and I guarantee you get 4 hours out of it.
Oh, yeah.
No. The whole Stupat show, which would be stupid. Stupat, whatever.
What?
It's less than 15 minutes, and
Can you write that down?
we're just going to comment real quick.
That's awesome. But I'm saying tonight you could have 8 episodes in the hopper.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
The best part is you would just have to do dramatic pauses for 10 seconds, and then we
Yeah.
let Pat interject.
How do you feel about
And then-
how do you feel about doing Pat's voice?
If I could get the stupid board to work properly, we
The
could
Stu-Pat
actually
board?
Just respond to everything he says with birds the whole time.
That reminds
What do you
me
think,
of a
Pat?
story.
I'm watching a lot of birds.
Do you have any
lately.
proof that the Earth is flat? Well, I've been watching a lot of birds lately.
Yeah. Oh, good comeback. Good
That
point.
reminds me
points.
of a bathroom story.
That's
Goo.
right. Goo.
Yeah, I was a little bummed that the board shit the bed tonight because
Yeah.
back to the old
It's
drawing
all
board.
good.
Yeah, I mean, we're back in the pallet house, so we have technical difficulties.
What are the odds?
Could have worked any other way.
What are the odds?
It's
That's how
fun
it
to be
goes.
back in the pallet house, though, guys.
It is.
Yeah.
I know Terrence
Great
was-
point.
Terrence needed this.
Dude, Terrence broke a sweat
You guys
for a
don't
second.
have your human condoms on though. What's your problem?
Oh, I have 3 condoms on right now.
Yeah, your dick ain't getting the Rona.
No, and none of them are ribbed for anyone else's pleasure.
Right.
No, he turns them
Selfish
inside
bastard.
out for his pleasure.
For sure.
Is that how it works?
Respect, yeah, just for me. I just stick them in my butt.
All right.
Wait, what?
Hold on.
Did I
You tricked
do
me.
it?
You tricked me into saying that.
Yeah. I've been doing this wrong.
All right, do we have a winner from the Power Hour?
Yeah.
Yeah, we do. We have Troy.
Right. Stu just announced it.
If you would like to look at
The
the
opponent.
scores. All right. Terrence, 20 points, minus 5.
All right.
15 points total. Stu's dad, 5 points. Troy, 10, minus 5, plus 5.
20.
20 points. You are tied with Terrence.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Stu, minus 5,
Elbow
minus
bump.
5, minus 5, minus 5, plus 10. All right, so we're now just at minus 5, or minus 10. Minus 5, minus 5, plus 5. All right, we're at negative 15. Minus 5, negative 20. Minus 5, negative 25. Minus 10, no Nikki D. Ray pick. Ooh.
That one
was
really
killer.
hurt. Yeah, that was a nail in the coffin, I think.
Dagger.
Still, you never got out of the hole. That means you do not get to play Final Jeopardy.
Right.
So what you're saying is I stayed in the hole.
Yes.
Yeah.
Still, you're still
and
a
make
winner.
sure you puts the lotion on while you're in the hole.
So there we go. That
Terrence
is
and I tied.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, you two
exactly,
tied.
exactly.
So we'll do another episode. You two get to do a Power Hour.
Yes.
Right.
Champions bracket.
Just because I'm going to say it to say it.
God.
Brendan put out the 5 more than Ely. I'm okay to do another Power Hour for the next episode.
Shots,
Do
Stu.
that.
Shots, Stu.
Stu, you still have a
Nobody
shot
felt-
sitting here.
It worked.
Who did that?
Yeah, they're
He-
so in tune with the sound now.
He did.
Yeah.
Pavlov's dog.
He just
thing.
instinctively grabbed that shot glass.
That's awesome.
That was hilarious. The
Yeah.
sound went off,
I
and
think
he
that
really
was
did.
the
I'm
that
up.
was the deli,
He was like,
right?
boop, boop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the deli.
That was a
that-
deli.
Sweet.
Sounds good.
All right, well,
Yeah.
guys, thank you guys
Oh,
so
you
much
want to run
for
it back?
tuning
You want
in.
to keep going?
Now, I think we trained Stu up now. Here's
Look,
the
if we
sound.
want to shut
Give him
down
a
and
shot.
record another
No, Stu said
hour-long
he-
episode, I'm
Yeah, but
down.
Stu said he thinks
your
he can
time
go
look
5
like?
more than me.
Well, if you got to go, you can go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I got 2 really drunk people and Terrence.
Terrence.
Exactly.
So I could do another episode.
Yeah.
And then we don't have to come back in here on Monday.
Let's run it back.
No, I mean, if
That's awesome.
Well, let's shut this thing down.
yeah.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in.
I'm gonna miss you guys next episode.
Hey,
you
you
all
got-
have fun. Okay,
Hey, you guys. Hey,
listeners, it'll probably be mediocre, but I'll be back next week.
hey,
So-
listeners. Let
Actually,
us know,
the
let us
numbers
know who
say
you
that.
thought won. Let us know.
That's a good
Interact
call.
on the Facebook page. Email us. All that shit.
You email
Yeah.
us at insidethepallethouse@gmail.com. You can always
.com.
find us on Instagram or Twitter at ITPH Podcast. We can also be found.
Stu wants to pitch Libri.
Nope.
Oh, and Stu's got a
I
Libri
was just
page.
making
It's-
sure that I didn't miss any shots.
No,
Thanks.
you took them all.
All right. You can also vote via Venmo. Send $10 if you think I won.
Yeah.
To Inside the Pallet House.
And send -25, and we'll send you $25 if you
Exactly.
think Stu won.
Yeah,
What's the Venmo account, Troy?
at Inside the Pallet House.
Nice.
All right.
We got
If there's somebody out there that will,
We
send
have
in-
gotten some people hitting us up. Go
We
ahead, Stu. I didn't mean to cut you off. That was
I was
rude.
going to say, if you think I lost and by X number of points, you put the points in, and I will match that and send it to the Venmo.
what
Nice.
I don't know if you.
he lost by
yeah.
500, I think.
So if you say,
Hold on, are you
if
saying if someone sends
it
in
says
$10,
I lost by 500 points, then I was. If they say I lost, if you can get a legitimate argument that I lost by 500 points, I will match that and I will send $500 to the Inside the Pallet House.
Okay, Stu, let
That's
me,
how we know Stu lost.
So all I have
He
to do
is
is
not
make up
talking-
a number.
Stu, let me help you with this.
Yes.
You have to put in the dollar amount that you say Stu lost by.
No,
So-
you
Yeah.
have to put in a dollar amount.
No,
that I
no,
lost by.
but I don't want them to send $1 and then say Stu lost by 500. Do you see the inherent flaw? Then you owe $500. They paid one. If they-
Sounds good to
if-
me.
Stu, just leave your Venmo account on your phone
Yeah.
open before you leave tonight.
Right. We'll have Bugattis and gold chains in no time.
All right. I think Ely called it right from the beginning when he just said, this is just an hour for Troy.
Yeah.
This is-
hour.
I have a
Stu.
problem.
So Troy's like, yeah, well, you want a Venmo account? You want to email?
Right.
You want whatever? It's all
Yeah,
in my
yeah.
head. It's fun. Like,
Right,
no.
yeah. We're going to
if-
roll.
No, but I
this.
do
We're going to
need
go
a
play
beer.
tennis after this.
Exactly.
Like, right now.
Yeah. Maybe even some Yahtzee. Who knows?
If somebody thinks I truly lost, that's fine.
then they need to
Does
send.
someone think you truly lost?
They need to
Truly.
send $20, and then you could match
All
that
five of
$20.
us.
Right. And if every single person that's
Everyone.
whoever
Okay, this is valid for 1 week.
Yeah.
By the way, I don't want this is
Is Stu trying to say that if you think he lost and you send $20, he'll match $20?
no. He's trying to say
if
you
I
can
win.
send-
If you think I won, I will match
No one
whatever
thinks
you
that.
Okay, if you think if you think he won, we'll change up all the rules.
Okay, yeah.
And then whatever you send, Stu will match. Is that what you're saying?
That's
okay.
what you're saying.
All right.
There we
Cool.
go.
There we go.
That is
If
a
you-
fair way to do it. I'm
Yes.
much happier with this than
Yeah.
the $1. Stu lost by 500.
Yeah, exactly.
And if you think I won, make a donation and I
And
will
if
not
you
match
think-
it at
and
all.
if you
Yeah,
think-
Stu will.
And if
Because
you
I
think
definitely won.
Terrence,
I'll make
if
Stu
you,
match it.
Exactly.
if you think Terrence won, then you should match and send to Penny Lane Pub, and I will match whatever you send to Penny Lane.
Ooh, I like that. Can I get some fish and chips when I go up there? And
You
match
can.
it?
I've done it. It's
Yeah.
good.
And he doesn't like fish.
You guys working with beer batter, or what
yeah.
kind of batter are you
Yes.
working with?
Beer batter.
Yeah, you do.
All the beer
It's
batter.
good.
Damn right.
It's good.
Smittix.
All right,
I might
thank
be
you
there
guys.
soon.
Yeah.
Smittix beer
Don't
batter.
put your tongue in
Lord.
his ear.
Yeah, why are you?
I just got made out with.
Yeah, you did. Right.
During
You
the
have
virus.
Corona now.
No,
Yeah,
reach
and then I had to
around or
put the
nothing.
cup back
Yep.
on. It's all in there.
It's in your
You
ear.
get Corona through the
Corona
ear.
ear.
Corey, wash my ear.
All right, thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'll be talking to you very shortly, apparently.
See you
Yeah.
next week.
Thank you guys so much. We'll talk to you soon. Cheers.
Cheers. That was a pretty good podcast, don't you think?
Peace out.